Making a Beginning. This is page 4 from the Step Workbook on the 12 steps. Beginning with step 1, the adult child begins to realize, perhaps for the first time, the destructive malady of growing up in an alcoholic or other dysfunctional home. In addition to shame, our families included perfectionism, rage, mental illness, sexual abuse, religious abuse, or illicit drug use. Some parents were hypochondriacs who abused prescriptions and used an endless number of ailments to control others. And by working the steps and attending meetings, we see that we are not unique and that our family is not unique as well. There are millions of people like us. In ACA, we begin to acquire the language we need to describe what happened in a manner that has meaning and resonance. Even adult children with years of 12-step experience in other programs gain a new awareness of family of origin issues by working the ACA steps. By working the 12 steps with a sponsor or knowledgeable counselor, the adult child realizes the denial and secrecy that were necessary to survive such an upbringing. Denial, which fosters a lack of clarity, is the glue that allows the disease of family dysfunction to thrive. Cloaked in denial, the disease is passed on to the next generation with amazing consistency. The basic language of denial is don't talk, don't trust, don't feel. With step 1, we come out of denial and talk about what happened. We bring details to light. Many of us have smelled our parents' drunken breath. We have found hidden whiskey, bottles, or pill bottles. We have cleaned up vomit. We have comforted a frightened brother or sister. The police have been called to our home. Our neighbors talked about our family. We have made excuses for our parents, pleaded with our parents, and condemned them with no real change. We have hidden illicit drugs or lied to neighbors. We have slept with our clothes on, ready to run. Some of us have thrown water on a mattress accidentally lit by a passed-out mother or father. We have burned with shame after being cursed or belittled. We have listened to a parent's promises to change, but have seen no lasting results. We have heard our parents curse one another regularly, swapping insults and hurtful claims. We have listened to them rehash the same blame and threats year after year. Nothing changed. We have seen our parents run up great sums of debt to buy affection or happiness. Our utilities have been cut off for non-payment. We have lied to the collection agency for our parents. We have experienced divorce or heard talk of divorces that never came. Our siblings may have remembered things differently, but we know our own truth. We know what happened, and we are breaking our silence. Families without alcoholism have similar situations. These families abuse the children through the use of intellect, manipulation, or silence. We know our truth. By working the steps, the adult child realizes family roles that were required to approximate protection in an unsafe home. We often feared for our safety and took on roles to disarm our parents. Some of us sought to be invisible. The roles which are usually present in alcoholic and dysfunctional homes include family hero, lost child, scapegoat, and mascot. Some of the roles allowed us to become a parental favorite. As the favorite, we could temporarily dodge harmful behavior that could be shifted to a brother or sister. However, we were harmed by the process as well, or when it was our turn to be abused, neglected, or rejected. In addition to physical abuse, we were subjected to emotional abuse. The emotional abuse involved belittling comments or hatefulness aimed at our hearts. The abuse left no visible marks, but it is stored in our bodies just the same as slapping and hitting leave marks on the body. In addition to creating false safety, our childhood roles had other functions. The hero child of a dysfunctional family might seek to make good grades at school. This is the honor student who shows to the world that her family values education and is therefore stable. The mascot, typically the youngest of the family, serves as comic relief for dysfunctional homes that leave little room for true joy. The lost or invisible child remains silent. The child knows it is not safe to speak. The lost child retreats to his or her room and remains absorbed in reading books or fantasizes about living elsewhere. The scapegoat child lives out the parent's prophecy of being a bad or rotten kid. These are the roles that are almost predictable for any family where dysfunctional parenting is present. Such survival roles tend to have a hardy life and remain fixed in our personalities long after we have left unhealthy homes. Adult children finding recovery learn about such dysfunctional roles. Excuse me. They can look at their families and see the roles in effect decades after the children have grown up and left the family. There is the 50-year-old brother still playing hero. There is the 40-year-old sister living out the lost child role by avoiding holiday meals and rarely calling home. This is difficult to watch once we find ACA and begin our recovery journey. The adult child in recovery gets the chance to retire his or her role with dignity. We are never too old to make an ACA program, to work an ACA program, and to receive its benefits. In addition to learning about survival roles through the 12 steps, many adult children realize they have absorbed generational shame, abandonment, and rage, only to grow up and recreate similar families or relationships. They realize they wanted to fix others. Without focused help, many ACAs spend their lives in adult relationships trying to repair their original family. Who hasn't read this story about a child with an ailing parent growing up to be a doctor in an effort to find a cure for the ailing parent? Adult children are no different. We want to heal our drunken or dysfunctional parents by acting good, silent, or by taking care of them. But the sickness the adult child attempts to cure in the parent is the disease of dysfunction, which we have no power over. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. The ACA identity papers identify this behavior as our main... I'm just going to